Hey YouTube, this is Carl. I'm known as the Yard OG. I've been out here for a long time in these streets. We do lawn care and we do pressure washing, neighborhood lawn care. Which side is on? Right there. Neighborhood lawn care and pressure washing. I've been in lawn care since 2000. I'm retired Army. I came here to Fort Stewart, Hinesville area from Fort Hood, Texas. I started there in 2000. We came here and I started full time in 2017 here in Fort Stewart area. So today I'm going to demonstrate to you how we do the lawns. You'll see me edge, you'll see me trim, you'll see me cut, and then you'll see me blow. And I do the same system like McDonald's and Chick-fil-A, the same system. Every time I hire somebody, I teach them the same system. And that's how you have success. You got to have systems in place, just like in the military. When people retire and privates come in, we do the same system over and over and over. And so you'll notice I always start at the far right corner of the property, and we always edge first, and then we cut, and then like a barber cleans up his cut, that's what the trimmer does. The trimmer is the last thing that tidy everything away. And when we blow, we always start from the street and come in. And you'll see a lot of these weekend hustlers, they leave all the grass on the road and sidewalk. And I tell my guys, we need to leave this property cleaner than we got it. I want to be able to pick up a piece of candy off of this driveway if I drop it. And it should be a difference from a professional versus a homeowner when we leave. You should be able to drive by and know that a professional did their yard. So just follow me. I'm going to show you the before, and then we're going to look at the after, and I'll talk to you some more. Because I like to talk. I'm trying to help y'all, and I'm trying to help the customers to see my work. And on my business card, I had a little scan box on my card, and when they scan, they go to my YouTube channel, and I have content for them to be able to see my work, so they had the confidence to hire me. Who? In the Army, we say who. I say who a lot. That's a confirmation, like saying amen in the Bible. Who? So thank you. I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to start out with the edge. So stay tuned. And as I start to work, we're going to play Mr. Magic in the background. From my band, I have a live band. I'm a vocalist in a live variety band called Composition. It's all retired military musicians. So stay tuned to hear Mr. Magic from Grover, Washington, from Composition Band. Stay tuned. Thank you for joining in. Who? Okay, so that was the edge, and the edge is like when you go get a haircut. I ain't had a haircut. I've been bald since I was 29, but the edge is everything. You could have the tightest fade, but if your edge is off, your haircut tore. And what everybody always say, you cut nice, but man, your edge is tore up. The edge is what makes the yard pop in the end. When the barber's done fading, he clean up your edge, nice crisp edge with the fade. That's what give you the total haircut. So the edge is everything. So now I'm gonna do the trim. I'm gonna cut next, and then we trim. But notice how I said I started the far right corner, and I came down, back around, I went up and came down. And that's how we're able to edge so quickly. It's the system that you run and how we're able to do 8, 10, 12 yards a day because we use the same system every time. And so I wasn't even hustling, but I was able to do that edge in maybe 2 to 3 minutes. So stay tuned. I'm going to jump on the mower now. Okay, so if you saw, the first thing I do is try to picture frame. We call it picture framing. So it's just like going around the outside of the property a couple times so that when you start doing your lines, you're not blowing the grass into the flower beds or in the beds or around the tree. So you can see I went around the tree like 3 times before I started doing my lines. And it looks rough because this is the first cut of the season. So you don't see the nice, perfect lines. And let me tell you a rule of thumb. If y'all saw me before I started, I looked at the deck height. So on the rule of thumb on the lawn, you never want to cut more than the top third. So if you see my finger as an example, you got 1/3, 2, and 3. So you never want to cut below the top third. It's just like, again, with a haircut. If the barber goes too low, he's cutting into your head down to the scalp. And that's what we actually call it, scalping. When you cut too low and you cut down to like the brown, to the root level of the grass, we call it scalping. So you never want to scalp it. You always want to cut just the top third and you just eyeball it, right? And on the mower, I run all Gravely's and I run steel products for my handhelds. And this is a 48-inch. This is a standard or walk behind standard. So I rode the dolly and I can also walk behind it like a regular mower. And where this mower comes in, it has this X Factor deck. So this is one of the top decks. Even though this is not their largest mower, I got another Gravely back there, 52, that's much more powerful than this mower. But there's an engineer somewhere in the lab that designed this deck for the ultimate suction. So what gives you the good cut? It's almost like when you get your hair blowed out and it's straight, and then you can get a clean cut. So this deck creates such a suction that it lifts the grass up and the blade is able to cut it cleanly. So this mower gives you like a top-notch cut, way better than my bigger mowers. So I normally use this one in the front yard where I want the the most curb appeal, and I'll use my bigger mowers in the backyard. But yeah, this is a Pro Walk Gravely, and really it doesn't matter like there's a lot of like really good brands out there. The brand that you want to choose is your local brand, the brand that you can get somewhere quickly if you need a part or your machine break down. That's the brand you need to use, whether it's Toro, Exmark, Gravely, any of the other ones. You choose your local brand and try to get the best mower that they have that you can afford. So people always say, well, why you choose Gravely? Because I got Gravely in town. So what else am I missing? All right, so we've edged and now we're gonna cut. Not cut. We edged and now we just cut. Now we're gonna trim. So when I trim, I'm gonna trim like the edge of the property, which is what I call the top dressing. The top dressing is to go back on the edge and clean everything and make it even. And then I'm gonna spin it upside down and edge these flower beds also. Y'all can see that. And when you trim, you want to just go around all your obstacles. I'm gonna do my curb area right there out there also. So stay tuned and watch the trimming. Cool. Okay, so that was the trimming. You can see it's like you want to have it like the golf course. At the end, you notice I went backwards a lot because the trimmer spins counterclockwise. So this is to the right is clock, so it's going to the left. So when you go backwards, it's kicking everything away and out to the right. So you saw me go backwards a lot because I didn't want to kick the dirt over into the mulch. So I go backwards to kick it away. And even when you saw me edge it, I went backwards. And what that did was throw it forward and not back towards me when I had it upside down. So those are all techniques you can play around with and try to perfect it. But once I put the rake on here and smooth everything out, the edge will be crisp and clean, just like when you go to a golf course. So that's the effect that you want to end up with. And I did it the same way over here and the same way on that one. And so what I do is take a rake at the end and smooth that mulch out. But you can already see the end result, how clean it is. And when you saw me doing the dressing, a lot of y'all don't do that. So I just gave you a gold nugget for free right there. A lot of y'all don't go back and clean the edge off. So now when I blow, it'll be a clean edge like the side of a knife when I blow, because I've already snatched all the little babies off of the edge. So the last thing to do is the blow. And my system with the blowing, I start from the middle of the road and blow everything into the sidewalk, from the sidewalk to the yard. And then I go up the driveway to the porch. So when I'm done, everything is clean. No crumbs left in the driveway, no grass on the road. So when you drive by and you see this nice clean cut, the cut comes from the mower. The mower is what gives you that clean cut. The edge is what brings it all together. And then having it clean, it's just like if you got your hair cut and the barber didn't clean your forehead. You got this nice tight haircut, fade edge, but all this hair all on your forehead and all around your ears and all. So what people see, they see the hair. Before they see the edge, before they see the fade, they see the hair on your face. And just like when people drive by, they saw you just left all that grass out there on the road. So clean up, having it clean in the end, that matters greatly. That matters greatly. So now I'm going to blow, and y'all watch my system blowing. So again, we started out with the edge, then we did the cut, then we did the trim, and now we're going to blow. And it's going to all come together and pop. Stay tuned. Ooh.
You know
in mind. Don't you punish me with brutality. I wanna talk to me. You can see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going All right, so you can see because I dressed it, how clean it is. The edge, there's no crumbs laying over. You can clearly see the edge and how clean it is, and how there's nothing here. There's no grass in the road. The sand is blown in. There's no grass on the sidewalk. The porch is cleaned off. The walkway is cleaned off. There ain't no grass in the mulch. It's all professionally done. And like I said before, I want to be able to drop a piece of candy on this ground and pick it up and it not be dirty. And that's the difference. Like, the homeowner is always going to have grass behind. And even the weekend hustlers, they would have been good with the first blow. But notice I went back and I did a cleanup and got all the crumbs. Because when the homeowner comes in, you wanted to have the first impression, right? How they always say, the first 3 to 5 seconds, that first impression is the lasting impression. So you don't want them to come in and see no grass on the road, no grass in the driveway sidewalk. Next thing they're going to see is how clean the edge is. All right. And then they look into the cut and then look at the flower beds. But the very first thing they're going to see is the road and its driveway. And it needs to be clean, clean, clean. So thank y'all. Again, I call myself the lawn care OG. It ain't many of y'all been out here longer than me. I've been out here since 2000 cutting grass, right? And it's an art to it. It's a technique. But above all that, if you have no skills and talent, if you use the same system, you can have success. It's the system that gives you the success. So you create the system for you that's going to be fast and efficient. And then that's the system that you keep doing and perfect it. And that's what you teach your people. Your crew needs to be a mini-me of you. If you got on this shirt and these gray shorts, they need to have on a gray shirt and gray shorts. The image is everything in lawn care. The reason that I can ask for more per yard is because my shirts, my cards, my flyers, everything flows the same color, the same setup. Everything has to mirror itself. And it's going to take you time to get there, but you can. I started with a Pushmore and a Ford Explorer. I used to rent an edger from Taylor Rental, and I had an electric blower that I would plug into the house, right? And this is way before YouTube, right? And Google. So it can be done. And one more nugget I'm going to give you. Find you a mentor. As corny as it sounds, if you find you that mentor in another area, not your competition, but you find that mentor that's really going to give you the truth about it, that's who you need. Because you can lose a lot of money, a lot of time. You can mess up these people's yard. And that mentor is going to give you the truth. It's like he's already taken the test and giving you the answer key. The mentorship is everything. I'm telling you, I had a mentor and he was real. My first cars came off of Vistaprint. They were green and white with a mower on it. He said, "Carl, why would I pick your card? If I lay your card out with 7 other lawn services, why would I pick your card? They all look the same. They all say they mow, edge, and trim with a lawnmower, and all the colors gonna be green, black, and white. So why would I pick your card out of that?" That's why I had this red. Red is my background. And I use gold and colors. When I say veteran on, that's in gold and bold because I want that to stand out. It's like the red lettering in the Bible. You want to see it pop. So that's the mentor that's going to keep it real with you and save you money and help you have success quicker without all the hard time and save you money in the process and a lot of mistakes. So thank y'all. I can talk. I love to talk. I love to teach. I'm retired Army. I was an instructor. Believe it or not, as slow as I talk, I was an instructor in the military. So I know how to give it to you the right way. There's so many different methods of people learning. Different methods to crawl, walk, run. By the numbers or step-by-step method. Some people learn by seeing. Some people learn by doing. Some people learn by reading and writing. So today, I just wanted you to see how we do. This is the basic edging, basic cutting, basic trimming, and then blowing. So thank y'all for watching. Again, I'm the Lawn OG, neighborhood lawn care and pressure washing. We out of Fort Stewart, Hinesville, Georgia, Southeast Georgia. My number is 912-432-9319. And at the end, we have a theme song for my business. It was made by our friend Johnny Hydock over in Walterville, Cooktown Productions. So at the end, listen to our theme song. It's the one that you can like bounce your shoulders along with. And love y'all. Never give up. Hey, it's gonna be many no's. Many no's. But it only take one yes for success. Right? So it's gonna be many haters, and very few congratulators. But I'm here to tell you, like, me, little old me, has become one of the top lawn services in my area. So it can be done if you stay in it and just continue to grow, perfect it, get that mentor early on in the beginning. Don't wait till you already on your way. Get that mentor in the beginning. So God bless y'all. Thank you for watching. I say who, and we out. Neighborhood lawn care. Give me that.